Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to episode 3, and today we are going to be headed out to a village that is about 600 blocks that way, and bringing back a couple of villagers so we can start working on our villager trading hall and building up some automatic villager farms. Now before we go and do that, I'm going to just dig out a little hole real quick for the villagers to stay in so they won't get killed by anything while we're constructing these farms. Alright, that should be good for now because we'll only need 2 villagers at the start so we can breed them, and then I'll build a bigger villager trading hall here later. So now I think we're ready to go out and bring back these villagers. So let's go. Sir, get in the boat. Alright boys, we're in. So, now that I've got this first guy down here, basically all we have to do is go do it all again. Well, here we are, bringing in the last villager. So I'm gonna stick him down in this hole with the other guy, and then I think I'll start breeding him, and then I'll get to work on a trading hall that we can stick him in. Alright, so I just found a design for a nice infinite villager breeder that I think I'm gonna set up, because basically it just works on its own independently, and then it sorts out the villagers into babies and adults, and then it puts them into minecarts that you can then take them wherever you need. So I think we'll set that up, and then we'll make it so we can ship them off to our trading hall, and then an iron farm once we get that set up. So just before we get into that, I'm gonna go gather some materials so that we can build it up. Alright guys, I have now gathered everything that we are going to need to set up this villager breeder. So I think we're just gonna get right into building it over here. Let's go! Well, I accidentally started a raid while I was working on this, so we're just gonna take care of that real quick. I'll put my good armor on, and then we'll get right back into it. Yes, sir. Alright guys, that should do it for this villager breeder. As you can see, it's already working. We got a baby villager there. So, basically how this works is this little farming area that we built up here provides the food that the villagers need to breed. So the farmer will share the food with the other villager that's up there, and then they'll breed, and the baby that's born will see these beds and he'll want to go jump on the beds because he's a baby villager, and he sees these trap doors and he thinks he can walk over them, but he can't. So he falls down into here, gets pulled along the water stream to here, and then when he grows up he'll float up into that water there and be put into the corner over there, and then this minecart will take him wherever we want. And so we'll hook this up to our villager trading hall, and then iron farms and things like that that we need to take villagers to. And so I think what I'll start doing next is start setting up our villager trading hall. And I'm thinking I'll do it underground actually. Maybe this rail will come down here, and then it'll be somewhere under this hill, and we'll dig it out. So I think that's what we'll start working on next. Alright guys, so I just finished up doing some off-camera work, digging out a space for our villager trading hall. Obviously took a while. Then I also grinded out some wood for us to put in down there so we can actually set it up. And then after that we'll have to get all of the work stands for our villagers, and then get some rails in and transport these villagers down into the trading hall. And then we should be looking good. So let's get started on building. Okay. Alright. This guy actually has some nice trades. Like, we're gonna need these melon seeds and pointed dripstone. That could be nice for a lava farm. And then ice if we're ever building a roadway. So, I guess we're just gonna let this guy hang out invisibly and do his own thing. Well guys, this is the trading hall for now. I actually kind of copied this design here by the mythical sausage, but I adapted it a little bit because instead of having just this top story be decorative, I wanted to fit in another row of villagers, which kind of makes it feel a little more cramped, but it'll make it a lot more space efficient. And just clearing out a whole nother space like this with only iron pickaxes is not really fun, so I decided we'd save space and go with this. So next up is just to get all these villagers that we've got out of the breeder here assigned to their workstations and then put down here into their spots, and then we should be good to go. Alright guys, well that's gonna be it for this episode. We got a lot done. We brought our villagers in here, built up this nice villager breeder that's been working really well, and then we got this villager trading hall all built and set up. We got all these guys in here to make our money. We'll sell the crops to them, and then we'll come up here and we'll be able to buy some nice enchanted books to put on our armor and our tools, and we should be set. So I think in the next episode we'll start setting up that crop farm so we can make some nice emeralds, and then also an iron farm, and we'll use villagers from this breeder to get those set up. And yeah, that should be it for this week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.